Welcome to our meditation practice, and thank you for being here. Thank you for opening yourself to share your light and together create, co-create this space. This space that allows you to be connected, but also is allowing all of us to be a part of your journey. And that gives us a lot of joy to be with you as you go through this transformational process that is happening in you, but also in your communities. Earth will never be the same. Earth is evolving as you evolve. You are creating, you are opening the doors for new light to come into Earth, new energy. Think of Earth as an energy that transforms itself. It evolves by transforming what is already in, reshaping, rearranging itself. But what's happening now is different. What's happening now is you are conduits that are creating this opportunity for new energy, upgrades to enter your dimension. So Earth is, think of receiving a booster of vitamins, new energy from outside. Physicality is entering now and upgrading you, transforming you. And then you, as an extension of Earth, send all these new codes to Earth. It is important for you to start living this understanding, the understanding that you are one with Earth. All the cells form the body. Well, for Earth, all of humanity and all of the animals and all of the elements form Earth. But it is through humans that wisdom enters. It is through humanity that Earth can expand. And right now, that's what you are doing. You are pulling into you energies from outside this dimension. You are assimilating in you the new energies. Imagine like you are chewing that food, processing it. And then once you adapt to the new, you send the information to Earth. And then Earth receives the upgrade, and through Earth, is shared with everyone else. The work that you are doing as channels, it has tremendous impact on this transformation, but also it has tremendous impact in you. You have like a radar that is seeking new waves because you are connected with Earth and there is a desire to grow in a specific direction. You, with your radar, are seeking for those waves of energy. And once you connect with them, you start pulling that energy into you. So you are bringing into your self, into your physicality and your energetic layers, energies that are new for you, that you are not designed to absorb, not in the quantities that you are receiving now. And therefore, your body and your energetic systems, your energetic centers, are having some stressful times. It is the right work to do, and you are equipped. You have the power to do it. But we want you to know today that the work that you are doing can make you feel tired, and your body goes through changes and is always readjusting to the new energies, the high vibrational energies that you are downloading. It is important that when you have time to rest, you rest. It is important that when you have time to be alone and in silence, you use that time to bring peace into your mind. It is important that you honor your body's need to be in water, the need to eat specific foods. We understand you have all the knowledge from your science about what it is and it is not good, what it should or shouldn't be. But the studies that you have are not adequate for this time in history. Why? Because you have not experienced this process before. Now, the wisdom of your body will tell you what you need, when to move fast and when to stop. If you listened to your body, then your alignment process will be easier. But if you are ignoring your body's signal and you want to continue with the standard knowledge of your society, then the attention that you are giving to your body might not be ideal. Connect with the inner voice in you and double check everything that you do. Double check, see how it feels in you. Again, you are bringing into you frequencies that are of a much, much higher speed. And once the frequencies are interacting in you, then it requires your body to adjust to them in order to be able to keep them. Your body have to adjust. So once your body feel adjusted, then you send that message to earth. And it becomes one more cell of earth that is adjusted. And then earth aligns with you. You will think that one person is not enough, and you are right. There are millions of you going through this process. Millions of you all around going through this process of channeling high frequencies waves. Their bodies are aligning to the waves. And then sending the upgrade to earth. And also earth through you is adjusting. When this adjustment period ends, it ends when the vibration of earth through you, so your vibrations matches your consciousness. Because your consciousness moves first. You first desire what you want. You first envision the earth that you want. And oh, mind, you are getting a lot of inspiration. You are becoming more and more clear on what you want and what you don't want, and how earth should be. So with that in mind, you seek and seek waves that matches that inspiration that you have. In that direction you are moving. It's like you're extending your arm to always reach a little bit further. But that stretching of your arm to reach that creates tension in your body. So it's a good thing to, after you do a long, big stretch, to rest a little bit, to recover, to give your body a break, to then start the process again and stretching a little bit more. Where the inspiration then comes. If inspiration is what is making you to reach for that high frequency, and then through you the high frequency goes to earth, where that need for change, where that inspiration, where that passion comes from, well, that comes from the soul and the spirit. It was a agreement that it was the perfect time and space for earth to evolve, to take one step further in her evolution process. Not just earth, but dimensionally speaking, all the things that you can see in your dimension the ones that you understand and the ones that you don't yet. Your solar system, your universe, all is ascending. All is transforming dimensionally. All the lessons that you wanted to learn have been learned. So now you need a new space that can generate opportunities for you to learn different lessons. Collectively and individually, you tried everything. So you are running in a way out of space. And now you're looking for new experiences, new ways of growing. So you need a new space that can provide you with those experiences. So it has been decided that this dimension now will generate a different environment for entities entering the space. And lucky you, you are the ones transforming the space. That's why all the tension outside and in your body. But relax, go through the process. It is also a magnificent experience for your soul. You are leaving an input. Your energy, your intentions are leaving a structure, are creating the foundation. And yes, future generations will build up, but you, all of you, are the one creating the foundation. The ones setting directions. Think about it. So, what you receive as inspiration are messages from higher aspects of your own self, reminding you of the intention that were put into the creation of this new space. The plans have been designed, and the information that are in those plans are coming to each of you. Now, one thing is to have an idea on paper, and another thing is to build it. The idea on paper was put by higher aspects of yourself, but you are the one building it. You are the one doing the work in physicality. It's important to understand the plans. It's important to be careful on how you interpret the ideas and how do you make those ideas a reality. Because you can start building ignoring the original idea. And then you'll find a building that is not exactly like it was designed. Of course, it won't be because you are not limited, but it was designed with a lot of love, with so much wisdom and care. It was designed to bring so much possibilities to the ones entering this realm. It will be lovely. It will be a gift that you give to future generations if you stick to the plan, if you are careful with what you create, and you make sure that it is aligned with the inspiration that you are receiving. It is important for you to keep yourself as a clean channel and learn to deal, to negotiate with your ego. It is a gift that you give to all. Every action that you take now, every word that you say, and every thought that you think, when those are aligned with the plan, when you are flowing through life, learning about yourself and applying the things that you learn, committing to the journey, it is a gift that you give to all future generations. And we are here with you. We are here to support you and to help you. And there are masters and spiritual guides by your side also helping you, inspiring you, reminding you of the original intention and your part in it. But again, nothing and no one will force you to do one thing or to not do one thing. It is entirely up to you. Did you have any questions for us?
Yes, I do. First, I want to say thank you for sharing this today, because I have been extremely tired the last couple of days.
A lot
to
of
the
you
point of
have been tired. We sense a lot of headaches. We sense a lot of muscle spasms. And we sense a lot of confusion, like your mind not being clear or focused.
yes. And the other day, you kind of towards the end said something about maybe talking in the future about where fear comes from. Along with being so tired, I've gotten to the point that I've started to judge it, like there's something wrong with me. So I think what's underneath that is some fear of not being able to trust the process. So can you speak to that, please?
We don't understand the question because we agree with it. It's fear of not understanding the process.
Yes. So I guess my question is how to manage the fear better.
What do you need to know about the process to relax
Okay.
your fear?
what I desire is to go through it with more ease than I am going through it.
What are you
So
inspired to do right now?
sleep.
And are you afraid of sleeping?
It, I'm judging it as being excessive.
We mentioned the how your ego will play, and that you have specific knowledge from your science people of what is normal and what is not. So I think you have 6 to 8 hours of sleep. That's the rule, right?
Right.
And we said that those rules now do not apply, right?
Correct.
So what happens if you want to sleep 14 hours?
Then my husband's worried about me.
But your body needs to rest. And you have an opportunity to do that. That's part of the help that you are giving, part of how you are contributing to this process. Do you think that there is something more important to do than sleeping when your body is asking you to sleep?
Uh, I think what you said about needing to negotiate with my ego, I think that's a big part of it. And that's where the
Ask your
judgment's coming up.
ask your ego what's going to happen if you one day take an extra hour of sleeping and the next day you do that again and then you increase it to 2 hours. And ask your ego if ego feels that that is dangerous. Just that you prove that you can sleep and life will go on and nothing changes and nothing happens. Start with 1 extra hour and sleep. And then the next day you do that again. And then you go through your life and you'll see that nothing changed. That you survived it. That you are safe sleeping more. That nothing is breaking, that nothing is being destroyed, that the world don't stop. That your life is still going. And you can tell your ego that it's not a forever situation, but it's what you need. Can you do that?
Yes.
You don't go against ego. You take little steps and you prove your ego that you're still safe. You create little adjustments in your life and then you prove your ego that you are still good. Because what the ego is doing is want you to repeat by you what you have been doing because what you have been doing kept you safe. So for ego, sleeping 6 hours a day was safe. And ego doesn't know how life will be if you sleep 20 hours a day. It's just that ego doesn't know, and that's why it's uncomfortable. But go from 6 to 12 to 20, extending every 2-3 days 1 more hour, and showing that life is still okay and you are still safe. You can even say that you are feeling even better. Your body is being adjusted. We'll, we'll say an average of 3 weeks of adjustment, 1 week of resting, 3 weeks of adjusting, 1 week of resting. What's going to happen is it will become more the cycle will become shorter. Then it's going to be 2 weeks of adjustment, 5 days of resting. Then will become 1 week of adjustment, 1 day of resting. And then you'll start adjusting to 20 hours, resting 4. That's the process until the adjustment is not so big and the resting period doesn't need to be that long. But it's like when you start running at the beginning, all your body hurts. But then once you know how to run, running 20 miles or 22 miles doesn't make much of a difference. You understand what we're saying?
Yes.
Can you
Thank you.
start trying baby steps?
Oh, I've already been doing those baby steps.
Okay, can you feel good about taking those baby steps? We come with a message today because we read that a lot of you are going through this. We are sensing your headaches, we are sensing your tiredness, and healing comes your way. But healing needs to find you in a state of relaxation. Healing needs to find you resting, and you need resting to incorporate the healing. So it is important for you to give that time to your body. And that's what we are coming with the message today, because lots of you are going through this process. Also, we notice the focusing is for some of you now, is very difficult to focus. You are moving extremely fast. Your mind is expanding in many directions. And the things that you knew are kind of behind you now. It's all about understanding what is the new coming to you. Before you have a time to assimilate things, and now they're just flowing into you. Perhaps you can relate that there is more information coming to you, more than what you can hold on to it. And you're wondering where you're storing all the information. Are you going through that? Because that's what we
No.
read, that a lot of people are going through. So don't worry about where you store the information. We promise you it's being a part of who you are now. You don't need to remember things like the way you were remembering before, because now there is a knowing idea. You are becoming the book. You are not carrying the book in your arm. Now you are the book. So you don't need to storage things because you are the storage now. So there is a lot of transformation in your body, but also in the way that you connect with information. If you are worried about your memory being gone, don't worry about it. You are the storage now. When you need something, the information will come to surface. But it's not storage as the way that it was before. It's flowing now. It is more alive in you. So all of these transformations, all these changes that are happening in you are bringing also changes to earth. That's how new generations will function. But they will come with that already downloaded, so they will not have to go through the transition. You are the one that entered physicality with one body and is going to leave physicality with a different body. Your generation is the one going through the changes. Because your generation decided to be the one giving those changes to earth. Any other question?
Not for me. Thank you very much.
All right.
I do.
Go ahead.
I sense an urgency as well as a passion for light beings to be able to help us to be able to transcend this dimension into a higher dimension. Could you tell me what it is that makes this urgent for this transformation? And is it related to the health of the planet as well as human beings?
The transformation is not about healing anything. The transformation is about creating a space for different experiences. Healing could be a part of the experience, but when you manifest on earth as a human being, when other entities manifest as animals or as other energies manifest as vegetation or minerals, they all have agreements. They all have agreements of what they can experience on earth, on this dimension. You as a human being manifested on earth, you knew the environment that you were going to receive. And you, of course, had and have a range of possibilities, a very wide range of possibilities. And that range of possibilities created experiences for many, many of you, all different experiences through all your lifetimes, through all your family members, through all the people that you need. They all lived experiences that created growth. So pretty much all the possible experiences have been lived already. And as souls, you are ready now to live a different type of experiences that the platform that you have now, the platform that you had before, cannot offer it to you. So creating an upgrade on earth means creating a new platform that will allow you and your future generations to start living earth in a different way, that will create different experiences. Experiences wanted by you as an energetic being. So that's why earth is going to the transformation, but only the ones in earth can shape, have the knowledge of what is needed and what is needed to go through the transformation. There is something planned from outside, but you are the workers that come in to make those changes. So that's what inspiration is. Inspiration is the messages that you receive from your spiritual guides and the higher aspect of yourself, reminding you of what you were meant to do here. And of course, you all are feeling the passion and you are all feeling the needs to be living that life. Because passion is what is the way that spirit has to reminding you in physicality of what were the intentions. Does that explain your question?
Yes, thank you. And would I have agreed to take on this responsibility
You
of,
don't remember. You don't remember what you have agreed. It's you have an intention, but then you enter physicality and you don't remember the intention. Because what is important is the input that you have from within, from the space. So you start receiving drops or guidance, but not the full instruction. It's up to you to follow those reminders. You are not conditioned to come here and do that work. It's like you're coming with a map of an unheard territory, something that someone designed from above it. And you have that map. But once you enter that territory, you'll see that the map sometimes is not accurate. When you are in it, you have to rewrite that map. What Spirit does is prepares you with the best tools and walk with you, showing you, hey, look for this, or maybe turn here, or jump over this little brook, and how about if you explore that part? But you are the one decided out of all the options that you have what you want to do. And you are the one upgrading that map.
So the decision is made here on Earth,
Yes,
in the Earth plane, and it was not a decision that was made prior to our coming here.
it was an intention prior. It was an intention, a direction. And we are all hoping that the building that you are, the manifestation, the reshaping that you are creating now in physicality matches as close as possible the original intention. But the original intention is not conditioning every behavior and every decision that you make.
Thank you, I'm clear.
All right. So before we disconnect, it is important for us that you know today that you are doing a lot of work bringing into your body new energies, and that your body is always catching up in a way, is adjusting to that energy. And once it adjusts, now it starts seeking even higher frequencies waves. So it feels like you are always exercising or you are always running, that you are in a gym training really hard. Why? To bring all that light to earth. We really want to encourage you to consider the work that you are doing and honor yourself and take care of yourself. We really want you to understand that this is a period of time. It's not going to be forever. And if we can, we want you to understand that, yes, you don't see energy, but energy influences you. You cannot see with your eyes energy, but that is what is going through your body and is changing, and your body is adjusting to it. The idea that you do not see what you are doing doesn't mean that you are not doing it. So it's important for us that today you give yourself love and feel okay. Feel loved, feel okay doing what your body needs you to do. You are physically okay. You're just going through a transformational process. Thank you.